What in the entire hell is going on, Americans? Jericho Green here with you once again. Oh man, before I get into the subject at hand, I don't know if you guys seen the clip from the DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America. Well, they had a convention in Atlanta this weekend, and I actually know a girl who went there. I used to work with her, and this is 5 years ago or more, so this is before all this shit happened, before we ended in this, I don't know, whatever the fuck this world we're living in now, this ultra PC socialist wannabe shit. Anyway, I used to work with her. I keep in touch with her through social media. Obviously, if she's at the DSA convention, we don't see eye to eye politically or socially, but the shit she posts is just the most far left shit you see online, where your mouth is just agape and like, people like this really exist. That's her. She's at the with a kid. Can't remember his what's his name? I don't know. The kid who got shot by Sacramento PD, and his brother was acting a fucking fool. But when she's from the Sacramento area, so when he got shot in the protest, she was there. She posted a picture of her standing in front of the castle at Disneyland, and she has I think her shirt says "The struggle continues" or some shit. She said she has her fist in the air like she's on the fucking podium in the 1968 Olympics. Oh man, she's just the most wild shit. She used all the words cis, gender, male, and pronouns, all that shit, all that crazy left shit. She's fucking all about it. So I posted a picture the other day. She posted a picture from the DSA convention, and she's sitting down, and I cropped out, her head and all that, but it's her torso. She's sitting down, and she has the little laminate, the credentials. And you'll see in one of those videos with a guy on the podium, he'll make sure you have your credentials. This is like the laminated red card. And so she has it around her neck, and she puts the caption, "Abolish white people." Now, normally that's some stupid racist shit, and of course it is. But what makes it even worse and even funnier is she's half white. I wonder how her mother feels about that. Abolish white people, okay? Or maybe just accept the white people you know. Like, what the fuck does that mean? So, yeah, she's half white, and she grew up wealthy. Her dad is like some kind of fucking somethingologist, and her mom is like an educator or thing in the medical field or something. She grew up rich as fuck, just like I'm sure most of these people did. Who else can afford to fly to Atlanta for some stupid shit like this? And I also posted a video on my Facebook page and my YouTube page, and the picture of her. They're on both. You gotta see this shit. Like, if the rest of society was incapacitated, and these were the people we had to send to the front lines to fight, it is over. We are done. We are dead. We are finished as a society. These are the weakest, most soft, pussy group of people I've ever seen. I mean, watch the video. It's too much shit to unpack with that dumbass whatever that was. Now, don't sleep on him. Don't underestimate him. All it takes is one of them to get into government, and wherever they got elected is fucked first, and it will spread. But man, just the weakest collection of spineless pussies you've ever seen in your life. How does that work? And they're all talking comrade. You ain't no real fucking socialist. You ain't no comrade. Stop that shit. I used to work with 2 women from Bulgaria. They'll tell you about some fucking comrades. What are you talking about? You think because you go to a thrift shop and get a fucking old army jacket and put some patches on it, you're a fucking comrade? Do you know what that comrade shit comes with? It's not just, oh, socialism. No. Eventually, somebody's going to come through your town with tanks and guns and start killing people. That's what happens. That's what comrades do, you fake-ass punks. Probably living off your parents' trust fund. The fuck you talking about? Comrades. You don't even know what that means. Man, just check that shit out. Anyway, that's not even what I wanted this video to be about. What I do want to talk about is just this overreaction of, these shootings. I mean, yeah, of course they're terrible and awful, and your thoughts go out to the families of the victims and all that shit. Of course. But I'm talking about from a political standpoint, from a legislative standpoint. Some shit like this happens, people get mad, we want something to happen, and these politicians just freak out and start doing shit. It's like a man. If you got a serious decision to make about a woman, about your relationship, you should jerk off first. Stay with me. Because it clears your mind. You no longer got your little head telling your big head what the fuck to do. So politically, these politicians need to jerk off first. You need to clear your mind, take some time, and step back and think about what you're doing. Because this knee-jerk gun law bullshit is not helping. It's only helping the criminal. It's only taking away weapons from their victims. It's only making us easier to be victims. And this goes for Trump too. I did not like that video games are the cause of this language. I did not like him saying we're going to partner with the Department of Justice and social media. We're going to get together and try to stop these shootings before they start. And what is the emergency protection order? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is going on here? Bottom line, here's some truth. You can't stop this stuff. There are fucked up people in the world who are going to do fucked up things. Period. If you see some red flags and you have a chance to do something, do something. But chances are you don't, because they don't want you to have, they don't want you to see red flags. These people take steps to hide their psychosis, to hide their evil. It's not like they're all doing butt-naked jumping jacks down the street, shooting guns in the air. We don't know who these people are until it's too late. That's the way they set it up. We've all hidden things from people, our parents, significant others or whatever. When you want to hide something, you hide it. Because in your everyday life, you're not looking for these signs in other people. And if they're hiding these signs, you're not going to see them, period. We cannot stop this. We can't legislate our way out of mass shootings. And let's be honest, they don't give a shit about mass shootings unless it's a white person. Unless it's the evil white man, they don't give a fuck about mass shootings. What's a mass shooting? I've seen different things, but what I've seen most of all is 4 or more persons shot and or killed at one time. That's a mass shooting. Didn't that shit happen in Chicago last weekend? I didn't hear Chicago come out of anybody's fucking mouth behind the podiums this weekend. Nobody said shit about Chicago. Nobody said shit about any of these other fucked up inner cities where this stuff happens all the time, because it doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't push their story of America is racist and it's Trump's fault. I saw an interview that Anderson Cooper was doing with some community representative. Fucking soft handshake, needed a haircut before you get on TV. Just shoveled, sloppy looking young clown. Talking about, us El Pasoans don't want Trump coming here. It's his rhetoric that blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. And get yourself together when you know you're going to be on national damn TV. What do you mean you don't want Trump there? He's the president of the United States. It was a tragedy. He's going to be there. That's what you're thinking about? All these bodies laying around, the blood hasn't even dried on the fucking pavement, and you're talking about Trump's rhetoric? I don't like this language of, I didn't like the president saying that video games are the cause of it, are part of the cause. Video games aren't new. Video games, violent video games, have been around for 25 years. Anybody ever play Mortal Kombat, where the fatality was ripping someone's spine out in their skull? What? There were moves called, for you older folk, there were moves in this game called fatalities. And if you beat somebody bad enough, they're standing there all woozy, waiting for you to either rip their spine and skull out or shoot like this, well, who's it, Scorpion shot that thing out and like ripped your face off, or somebody blew acid and melted your skin, all this super ultra violent shit. It's been around forever. It's not new. You know who the blame needs to go to? The parents. Yes, parents. We take a lot of responsibility. This is part of it. Most of these mass shooters come from single parent homes. Oh shit. Really? Broken homes produce broken people? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I know. Groundbreaking. Most of these mass shooters come from single parent homes. A lot of them are on drugs, prescription drugs, psychotropic drugs. That might have something to do with it too. But you're telling me some form of entertainment is making people go out and kill each other? That's stupid. It's not video games. It's parents. Now, is it detrimental to your child to be sitting in front of a fucking TV screen for 6 hours? Yeah. Me personally, my kids aren't playing those video games. Some of them are what, 14 and up, 17 and up? If you don't meet the age requirements, you ain't playing that shit. Just like my brother-in-law, we go out, like if there's John Wick 3 or something, it's a good action movie, we'll go check it out. Man, we went and watched Rambo, the last one, not this latest one coming out. What was that, part 4, I guess that would be. The one that came out like 2008. You talk about violence, he rips a dude's throat out. A woman gets raped in that movie. Who's sitting 3 seats away from us? Some parents with a toddler and a fucking infant. My wife and I, we went to watch that movie Savages. It opens, when I say it opens with a fuck scene. There was this family, a mom and dad, and maybe a six or 7-year-old girl sitting in front of us. When that scene came on, the mom looked at the dad and elbowed him. You could obviously see they didn't want to come watch the movie, but he did. It's our fault as parents. We can't let our kids watch that shit. Now, again, I'm not saying it causes people to shoot people, but we have to do our best as parents to keep our children out of adult situations. I have friends that let their kids play those games. That's their kids. My kids, they're not playing that shit. And we grew up with a video game system in my house. GoldenEye, Devil May Cry, Max Payne. There have been violent games forever. But after about an hour and a half, one of my parents would come in and say, "Click, take your ass outside. Party's over." There are evil, disgusting monsters in our world, and there's nothing we can do to stop them in 99.9% of the cases. But this knee-jerk reaction, this guns, the governor of Ohio, where that shooting took place on Sunday in Dayton, he's talking about, we need to do this and take guns and more strict gun laws. What strict gun laws? There's already gun laws. Most of these shootings take place where they have the strictest gun laws. Laws aren't working. Criminals don't give a fuck about the law. The kid at the Gilroy Gardens shooting, he got his shit in Vegas or Nevada and came back. They don't give a fuck about the law. So stop with the gun laws. You're only making it hard for normal people like me who just want to protect their family and maybe have a weapon to protect themselves against one of these crazy fuckers at the mall or a festival. Shit, in California, you gotta show ID to buy fucking ammunition. What? What's it called? The real ID? The thing in California now, the real ID, if you want to get a passport or if you want to buy ammunition and certain other things, you have to get what's called the real ID. You're only making it harder for regular, normal, not fucking crazy or evil people. You're making it harder for us to help ourselves and to help you. You empty suit pieces of shit. We're trying to create a safer society for everyone. But you keep hamstringing us. And I said in my last video, mass shootings have been going on forever. The guy in the fucking tower in the 60s at the University of Texas. That was 50 some years ago. This shit ain't new. Video games and any other frivolous, stupid thing you're talking about have nothing to do with these mass shooters. These people are fucked in their head, period. Now, if you have a situation where there's red flags, act on it. Apparently that kid in the Parkland shooting, the cops dropped the ball. But that's not the case in all of them. The home is where it starts. Or that's your best shot. But don't blame it on video game. What the fuck is that? Social media? You want to partner with these monsters to find other monsters? Come on. And who's saying who's mentally ill and what the criteria is for taking someone's guns away? Is this like some Salem shit where if two people accuse you of being a witch, they're gonna fucking burn you? Like what? Where does it start and where does it stop? More law-abiding citizens. Oh, well, the guy he bought his gun legal. That's not what the fuck I'm talking about. More normal people with guns is the best way to deter mass shootings. They're not going to go somewhere and pull that shit if they know half the people there got straps. They just won't. Because they want the notoriety. They want the body count. That's another thing. We need to stop mentioning these fools' names. They want the fame and the notoriety. Oh, I carried out the #1 mass shooting in U.S. history. Fuck you. Stop mentioning them. Stop giving them fame. We can talk about what happened, but don't mention their name. That would help too. Video. Man, please. That's what it comes down to? So I'll make all the video games fucking Mario Kart and we're safe? Come on, man. Let me hop in this damn rat race. It's Monday for me, so you know I'm not loving life right now. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please, subscribe, hit that notification bell, utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. And I have new designs coming out. I'm excited. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.